Really good knees there. Ooh, that was an awkward. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. A couple of days ago, we made a video about Joaquin Buckley and his upcoming match against Kamaru Usman. We broke down his style and some of the things that I think he does very, very well. Now, in today's video, we're going to do a very brief breakdown of some of the things that I think Kamaru Usman does pretty damn well and what we could expect to see whenever he does face off against Joaquin Buckley. If you guys enjoy the sparring footage that we are reviewing on this channel, make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, and go ahead and watch this clip. All right, let's go ahead and watch this. Now, this is from about a year and a half ago, not the newest sparring footage that we've seen from Kamaru Usman, but it's still pretty relevant. I don't think much has changed from his game at all. Really good knees there. Ooh, that was an awkward kick from an awkward position. I think that Kamaru Usman stands kind of bladed, like a box, like almost a boxer, pretty much. That's why that kick looks so awkward. Yeah, he stands really bladed. Holy shit. It's just such weird technique on the kick. Obviously a staple in this game, Kamaru Usman with the wrestling. Cross blocking, not something you see too much in MMA. I think that Dustin Poirier is a guy that does a lot of cross blocking. Kind of rare in MMA. People usually do not do that.
Good battle, good battle.
Ooh. Now this is some more recent sparring against Ilia Topuria. It's a very, very short clip. But I think that Kamaru Usman in this clip looks a little slow. Now, I think that one of the main things that are going to be called to question whenever he does fight Joaquin Buckley is, does Kamaru Usman have, some athletic ability left, right? Because he is a pretty ancient freaking fighter. Like, he's old as hell. He hasn't been in the octagon in a long ass time. I think almost 2 years now, a year and a half or some shit like that. Like, is ring rust a possibility for Kamaru Usman? I think so, and I think that based on the last fight, he looked decent, right? He looked okay, but does he still have it? I mean, I don't know. That's still a big question. I mean, let's just go ahead and be honest, ladies and gentlemen. How do we even really gauge Kamaru Usman and what he brings to the table in order to create a real path to victory to beat Joaquin Buckley? I mean, let's just be honest. He hasn't fought in a long ass time. The last time he fought was against Chimaev back in 2023, and that was a pretty big fight. Arguably, let's just get this out of the way. If that would have been a 5-rounder, he probably could have ended up winning that fight, but he lost that fight, lost to Leon Edwards twice. Who knows what his confidence level is right now? He is an older fighter. Right now he is 38 years old, pretty much 40. That's ancient in the welterweight division. Does he still got it? Does he still have athletic ability? Can he still take a punch? Those are all questions that need to be answered, and they're gonna be answered. Joaquin Buckley, I think, in my opinion, is gonna be the favorite to come into this fight against Kamaru Usman. I think that right now Joaquin Buckley has all the momentum in his career. I think that based on what I've seen in the last few performances from Joaquin Buckley, he is gonna go for some of those power knockout shots, and I don't know whether or not Kamaru Usman still has it in him to defend those shots from a very powerful younger guy that's right now in the middle of his physical prime. I mean, let's just be honest about that. I don't know if Kamaru Usman is trying to make another title run. My money is that obviously yes, but I think that if he loses this fight, I'm just going to go ahead and call it. He's going to retire. I mean, what can we really say about Kamaru Usman? There's no real performances that he's had as of late that we can gauge off of and say that, oh, he does this right. He does, this other thing right, because he's been so inactive. He hasn't fought in like a year and a half, almost 2 years now. And yeah, I just don't know if there's really any good arguments to say right now, other than the fact that he's a former champion. You know, Besides that, I mean, what can we really say about Kamaru? I think honestly, him fighting a young up and comer, that has a lot of good victories and is able to knock out guys going into his title run like Joaquin Buckley is a very dangerous fight for Kamaru. And like I said earlier, I think that if Kamaru Usman loses this fight, he's gonna announce his retirement. And I'm just being completely honest. But besides that, let me know what you guys think down in the comments section below. I think that Kamaru Usman, obviously one of the goats in the welterweight division. Definitely top five in the welterweight division without a doubt. But I think that his time is done. I think that his time is done. I think that Joaquin Buckley is gonna do. He's gonna finish via highlight reel, in my honest opinion. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like. As always, it's a pleasure. Peace out, and have a good one.